few little scabby places we'll watch on her skin. She was taken to the vet, got an antibiotic injection, all that horrible matted sticker fur taken off. Oh, very sweet. Very sweet. I got her handy dandy microchip scanner. So we're going to search, make sure she doesn't have a microchip. We move it all around the body, even though it's supposed to be up in the shoulder region. Sometimes they can migrate. So we just want to be very sure. It doesn't look like there's any chips. No ID found. Yeah. Yes. And our lady that brought her in did post her to see if she could find her owner, and no one replied, so we don't know where this little girl came from, but she is a sweetheart. So, little obvious skin owies. You feel this long fur that's left, and it's looking like it's combed out very nicely. Did a good job of getting all that off of her, which is very helpful for me because I would have had to do that myself. So I'm very grateful. Got some little stickers, burrs. Yeah. I'm going to take a flea comb. See if we see any flea dirt or fleas. Fleas like to hang out behind the ears. None there. And at the base of the tail. They're perfect hiding places that they like. So usually if you find them in bigger concentrations there. She doesn't have long fur at all because of the shave, so I can really visualize all of her skin. She's got a pretty large scab there, little scabs everywhere. So she's a lucky girl that someone take the time to take her in and get her cleaned up. These kind of infections, obviously without proper nutrition, can turn into a big problem. Hi. So I'll go ahead and flea comb the rest of this long hair that we can't see through. Very clean for a girl that's been out there. They may have bathed her when they did the shave, but no fleas, no flea dirt. Flea dirt, you'll see little black specks. And what it is actually the excretion of the flea. If you put the little black speck in a drop of water, it'll turn red because the excretions from the fleas are the blood that they've feasted on from these kitties and doggies. So it's definite flea dirt if it turns red in a drop of water. Very nice and clean. I can feel every little notch of her spine. Boop, 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 boop. Definitely needs to pick up some weight, get some good nutrition, regular feeding for a while. Okay, we're going to take a look inside of her ears. Make sure they look clean, make sure there's no debris. We check for ear mites. Beautiful clean ears. Beautiful. She's just purring. Very nice lap kitty. Check her eyes. Make sure they're bright and shiny. Which they are. Pretty green eyes. Not running, no goopies. Her nose. Nice clear nose. Nice clear nose. Doesn't sound stuffed up in any way. Look at her teeth. Hey, sweetie. The vet estimated her about 4 years old. I would agree with that assumption. I don't think she's any older. Teeth are in pretty good condition. Tiny bit of tartar. Sometimes we can break a chunk of tartar off with a fingernail. It's kind of weird, but yep. Take a look. Nice clear mouth. No sores. Yeah, you're an easy one. Yeah. Usually at this time we would treat for fleas if we see them. I'll keep her checked just in case, you know, after the nice cleaning that they did with the shave, that there's one hiding out somewhere, because we don't want to bring fleas into the rest of the cats. We keep a flea-free colony so we don't have to treat them constantly, because the flea treatment can add up to be quite an expense. Otherwise, let's take a look. Nice claws. We'll trim those later. We need to stress her out doing that now. Just take out a couple of these little burrs. Doesn't seem to be anything in between any of her feet or toes. Pads. All in all, very good condition. I'm going to check, make sure we do have a female, and indeed we do. We have a pretty clear rear end. No discharge. Now, suspicion was that she might already be spayed. It's okay, sweetie. She doesn't look like she's had kittens recently, which she's been outside much at this time of year. Yeah. Looks like what I'm seeing right here is a little bit of a space scar. And what I'll do is I'll shave this down so it's basically just bare skin to confirm that, and we'll have our vet confirm. But what you see is a white little line goes straight down. On some it may be quite small. Some of the vets are really good at making hardly any incision. And then usually on either side you'll see just like a little speck of a scar, because that's where the suture goes in to close it up, and sometimes leaves a scar. Can be really faint if a cat has been spayed young and then it's been a number of years, like in an older cat. But as I'm moving her skin around, I still see this white line, so this looks like a space scar to me. Sometimes I'm feeling underneath the skin to the body wall. Depending on the suture that's used, sometimes you can still feel suture because it doesn't break down very fast. Some suture is meant to dissolve very fast. What I'm feeling is not what you would feel when you feel a knot of suture, but it feels like kind of lumpy bumpy and a little bit of a line here, which feels like it's probably from a spay. She's been opened here and closed. So we'll watch her, we'll double check, we'll shave this all down, have our vet take a look and confirm if she thinks. I see a little bit of a dot on this side that's probably from suture going in. We'll watch her, make sure she doesn't go into heat. But this time of year, like I say, most of the females that are intact out there are either pregnant right now or they had a litter, they're nursing. She's got very small teats. So it looks like she was probably spayed quite a while ago, is not one that's been reproducing out there. As you can see, she's just hanging out with me. Very sweet. This is the kind of kitty we like to take in, get all nice and healthy again, keep them safe until we can find a really nice, indoor home where she won't get a lot of stickers and she can be loved on, she's going to make somebody a very nice lap kitty. Good girl. Good girl. Let's go turn off our camera.